Hey, this is Michael Wojcik with the Rochester City Council update for October 21st, 2013. Not a particularly long meeting or energetic meeting, not a lot of people there. I suspect that has something to do with the Vikings being on Monday Night Football tonight. I'm going to talk to you about three things. I'm going to talk to you about some land assessment and land swap with the county. I'm going to talk about our long-range planning initiative that basically got kicked off tonight, and then also some massage therapy folks that had some history but got approved tonight. First and foremost, with the county, there was probably some stuff going on that I didn't know about, but we had a simple item in there that we were going to assess a piece of land that the county or the city's going to buy from the county because we needed to complete our public safety facility up on Viola Road. We wanted to get a fair price because, of course, we want to be respectful to our partners and to our constituents and make sure that we pay a fair price for that land so that the county taxpayers reap the benefit of the land that they're selling and the city taxpayers pay a fair price. So we were just going to get it assessed, and then we'd pay the county whatever that land was worth. Don't know exactly what it's worth, but some land in the area, the developable land recently sold at about $26,000 per acre, and this is not as developable, not as prime of a location, and probably worth about $10,000 an acre. But we wanted to make sure we got a fair price because we want to show respect for our partners and make sure that we treat them fairly. And this actually got tabled, so I don't know exactly what the discussion is, but maybe there's some other price that's going to come up. But basically, we're looking probably somewhere around $10,000 an acre for this land, and that'll be fair to both city and county, and respectful of our partners. So looking forward to see where that goes. Second thing that came up was kind of interesting tonight is we had two folks applying for massage therapy license. Now they had to come to the city council because they had some crimes in their last 10 years that showed up. So one of them was young, did some dumb stuff unrelated to the anything that would be going on in the industry. So that wasn't so much of an issue. He went through relatively easy. The other one is a little bit more concerning because the woman had a couple of prostitution incidents in the past, and that's a little bit of a concern because the reason that we put this licensing in place in the first place was that we had a place called China Massage, and actually some others too, that were basically prostitution locations pretending to be massage therapists, and the China Massage was particularly frustrating because the owner, Dennis Weestrand, wouldn't work with us to help shut the place down, and we had actually ended up rescuing a woman who was a victim of human sex trafficking out of his building because he would not work with the police. And so basically the result of that was, we want to break this tie between the perception of prostitution and massage therapy. Massage therapy is a real respected field, important place in our healthcare system, a lot of good folks in the field. We want to make sure that it doesn't get sullied with the prostitution that's sometimes been associated. So obviously, given the history of arrest, there was some concern there, but the state of Oregon had put some special conditions when she had received her education there, and what we did is we basically, we were convinced that this was not necessarily a threat, this was not something that was going to continue to happen in Rochester, and put some special conditions that she had to meet what was expected of her by the state of Oregon, and hopefully it all goes well from there. Last thing we had is, and I think this is actually fairly monumental, but after a long process, we're going to finally get serious about updating our comprehensive plan from 1979. I think that plan was kicked off probably before I was born, so as you could expect, it probably needs some update. If you remember the fifth on fifth, the discussion, one of the biggest frustrations and one of the challenges that everyone had to face was the fact that the land use plan said that that area should be high density residential, and the zoning said it should be low density residential. Well, you better believe that the developer and the neighborhood had different opinions about what should be followed. And when you have a bad plan, those kind of conflicts happen, and we need to make sure that we don't have a bad plan anymore. So what we're doing is we're kicking off our request for qualifications, looking for somebody who's going to manage the process and basically create a new comprehensive plan for us. Long overdue. Some of us have worked on getting this to this point for years. I'm really excited. It is a monumental day in the history of the community where we finally kick off this much needed and very overdue initiative. I just want to talk to you about the kind of mentality and thinking that goes into what a new plan would look like in this day and age. Some of the core elements of the plan that staff pointed out that we're looking for is integrated land use and transportation policies and programs, which is so important and just something that we're not doing right now. We don't get any consideration of the two together for the most part, and that's got to change. Development of strategies for accommodating growth, affordability, and using existing infrastructure efficiently, in particular transit-oriented development. alignment of policies and infrastructure to meet desired priority outcomes and to help meet downtown master plan and mobility goals, um, development of updated land use plan, duh, livability and healthy living policies, housing affordability and access policies, energy efficient development options, environmentally sustainable development policies and strategies, including water supply, quality, water quality, open space, wetlands, and habitat areas, and so on. Alignment of parks and open spaces planning with with the authorities of the local park board. So you can see that we're looking at some very big picture items here. A lot of people look at this, and what this basically is this is all about smart growth. And the future of Rochester is smart growth. If you don't like smart growth, you're going to hate this new plan because this new plan is all about smart growth. We're going to be more responsible. I've pointed out many times that we are approaching the geographic size of Minneapolis with less than 1/3 of the population. And who do you think's paying the extra taxes for that infrastructure in the long run? It's fiscal responsibility, it's common sense, and we're finally doing the right thing. So it's an exciting day for me seeing this initiative kicked off. We're going to get some great national firms, I imagine, applying to do this plan, which is going to be really good for the future of our community. So I'm so very excited about that. That's pretty much all that happened that was of particular interest to me at this meeting, but I do thank you for watching, and I'll catch you after the next one.